My name is Ashley. I used to live with my dad and my mom. I was born into a rich family. My dad owned a cosmetic company, and my mother owned a fashion shop. My mom raised me to be obedient and respectful to others. She taught me good manners, and she used to give me food to share with my classmates. I didn't take anything for granted because I knew that nothing was permanent. I helped those who were less privileged, but my dad was not happy about it. He used to say the less privileged were poor because they were lazy. That didn't change how I saw them, and I continued helping them. My mom would help me with some money to donate to an orphanage, and I would also take some of my clothes. My mom defended me when I had donated a new dress that my dad had bought for me. My dad was angry, but my mom said that it was her idea and not mine. Unfortunately, my mom passed away when I was 10 years old. It was the most painful moment because I had lost not only my mom, but also my best friend. My dad was busy with his work and didn't even take a break to mourn the loss of my mom. He just organized the burial, and after the burial, he went back to work. At that moment, I realized that my dad was very inhuman. He never cared for me and just employed a nanny to take care of me. My nanny was very nice to me. She became my second mom and used to spend time with me. She taught me how to play the piano. My dad came home very late and left the house before I woke up. There was not a single day that I ate breakfast or dinner with him. I was lonely and used to eat alone, but Ellen, my nanny, would accompany me sometimes. I missed my mom very much and used to lock myself up and cry. Ellen would come and comfort me. She would tell me that whenever I miss my mom, I should play the piano. She said that playing it would make me feel better. I followed her advice and played it, and it helped me. My dad went on a business trip, and I hardly ever saw him. One day, I asked Ellen if we could go for a walk, and she agreed. We went to a nearby park and sat enjoying the cool breeze. On our way back, I saw a kid of my age who was begging in the street. I went to where she was and asked her why she was doing that. She snapped at me and went away. I realized that I had upset her. I went home disturbed, and I wanted to find her and apologize to her. I asked Ellen if she by any chance knew where that child was, but she had no idea. The following day, I went to where I saw her, but she wasn't there. I waited for an hour, but she never came. As I was going back home, I saw her in another place, begging, but I didn't approach her. I knew I had hurt her. That is why she moved to another place. I decided that I would follow her without her knowledge to know where she stayed. I knew that stalking was bad, but I wanted to help them. I took some food the following day and went to the same place. I waited patiently till she was going home. I followed her slowly without making my presence known. I realized that they were living in some slums which were not safe. I went back home and asked Ellen if she had an idea of how we could help them. She told me to give her some time to think about it. I decided to approach her and apologize to her. I went and saw a small kid with her. When she saw me, she was angry, but I started apologizing. The small one told me that Kiera was not mad and that she needed some time to cool down. So her name was Kiera, and the small one was Maya. I gave Maya the cookies I had and went home. She was happy. I asked her if we could be friends, and she accepted. She even offered to help me be friends with Kiera. She told me if I brought chocolate, Kiera would forgive me. The following day, I went to visit Kiera with chocolate. I gave her the chocolate, and she smiled. Indeed, it worked. She told me that she forgave me, and we sat there chatting. She even opened up that the reason she was begging was that her parents left them when they were kids. I asked her if they could move into our house, but she declined. She said that her family is not her sister alone, but rather they met some kids there, and there were now 15. I didn't know how to help them all. I told Ellen about it, and she said that we could organize fundraising to help them. She said that we could post it to all social media platforms. We did it, and soon enough we had gotten reviews. A lot of people said that it was a nice idea and that they would attend it. Soon enough we became popular, and the media said that the CEO's daughter is asking for a fundraiser to help the less privileged. My dad found out about it, and he was angry. He told me that I had disgraced him. He gave me an ultimatum to choose to drop the fundraiser or be disowned. I couldn't leave those kids without a home, and I decided to continue with the fundraiser. My dad kicked me out of the house, and I went to my grandmother's house. On the day of the fundraiser, we collected a huge sum of money. Ellen helped me buy the house where they could stay. They got a scholarship to study, and I was very happy. No matter what, I will continue helping them.